back to the channel. And so today it's snowing outside. Last night we had hurricane force winds rocking our house around, and so didn't lose any shingles and didn't lose any trees as far as I can see. So everything's cool outside with the post hurricane force winds. But yeah, it's snowing, it's cold, and it sucks. But today what we're going to try to do is we're going to try and customize my drumsticks, since I'm broke as hell like everybody else out there, and I don't want to pay for a drumstick endorsement deal, because basically all a drumstick endorsement deal is you pay said drumstick company X number of dollars and they customize some sticks for you with your name printed on the sticks. So anyway, I am going to forego that bull crap, and I had a stamp made, custom stamp made, that has my name and the name of my band, Metal Edge Assassin Team, on it. So I had that made, and we have some sticks. I'm gonna go get some sandpaper. I'm going to sand a spot here on the sticks so I can put the stamp on it. Once the ink's dried, then I'm going to spray it with some lacquer to seal it up. And I think we'll be good to go with some custom drumsticks, skipping the endorsement process. And hey, ProMark, nothing but the best, right? Since ProMark and Diodario is not going to give me any kind of deal anytime soon. If they want to, though, I'm down for a deal, Diodario. Hook me up. But in the meantime, we're going to customize your sticks. And so wow, I'm going to go grab the sander, and we're going to get going on this. Hang on just a sec. So we're going to give this stamp a test run, just to kind of get it inked up. Get it going here. Got the ink, got the stamp. That's what it looks like. That turned out way better. Okay, so now that I got the sticks sanded and printed as best as I can, you know, they're not the 100% best prints or whatever, but they are custom and they are legible, and it's kind of a common occurrence for me when I'm playing in clubs and I break a drumstick. There's always that that one crazy lady that comes up, hey, can I have that drumstick? You know, the broken drumsticks. I'm like, sure. So now when I give out the broken drumstick, it's like giving out a business card, because it's got my name and the name of the band on it. So there's that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to seal this up with some lacquer, and we're going to tape these onto this box. I'm going to use some gaffer tape to tape them so that they don't roll during the spraying process and jack up the print or anything. So I'm going to tape them down with some gaffer tape and get them sprayed with some lacquer. Alright, so we got them taped to the box with gaffer tape. And we're going to take these outside now and hit them with some lacquer paint to seal up this print. Alright, so now that we are waiting for those custom drumsticks to dry, I've had some artichokes in my refrigerator for a while that needs to be cooked, and so we're going to cook up some artichokes because that's one of my favorite, I guess you can call it comfort foods, is artichokes, comfort food. So we are going to do that right now. Show you my super secret recipe for doing up artichokes the way I like them. Get yourself a pot right there. Put a ton of water in it, like so. Alright, so we have us a pot of water here, right there. Alright, cool. Bring this over to the stove. Like such. There we go. Then I need to get the artichokes out of the refrigerator. Hang on. Alright. Here we have them. Artichoke number 1 and artichoke number 2. Get your handy dandy cutting board out right here. Just set it right there. Why not? Take the label off the artichoke. You don't want to eat the label. That's what music labels are for. Eat the label. Alright. Get your handy dandy high quality cutting knife out here. The Damascus steel, nothing but the best. Super sharp. And we cut the stems off. Drop it in the pot. Cut the stem off. Drop it in the pot. Then we got your kosher salt here. Gonna add a bunch of kosher salt. You know, about like that. Maybe like that. You got your distilled white vinegar. I like to have some extra little zing zing with my artichokes. Pour in some vinegar. Sounds about right. Then we take the camera off the stove. We don't want to cook the camera. And we turn the heat on. Boom, high. Find us a lid. Got the lid on there. Let this bad boy boil for about an hour. And see you about an hour with some cool artichokes. So yesterday we got home from our long weekend trip in Las Vegas, my wife and I, and it was a good, much needed relaxation trip, getting the hell out of Utah. So that was really nice for a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We got to go and eat at Hell's Kitchen restaurant. That was an amazing amazing experience. My wife's a huge Gordon Ramsay fan, so we did the Hell's Kitchen thing, and that was a fantastic $500 meal. But hey, it was all about the experience. The food was fantastic, totally memorable. Would definitely recommend it if you got about 500 bones laying around. Do that. Let's see, Vegas is Vegas. It's got a whole different vibe now. It's not completely reopened up. Shops close. You know, shops are wrapping up. Like 8:30 or so. They're starting to wrap up the shops and everything. And 8:30 is when you're starting to leave your hotel, trying to get out for some nightlife, and all the shops are closing up. And so that's not cool. Hopefully that ends here really quick. My wife and I were not big gamblers, so it was mainly a lot of wandering, people watching, shopping, the usual. It was a good time. The hotel we stay at all the time is the Tuscany Suites, and we've been going there forever. My wife's been going there even before I met her. She's been staying at the Tuscany for like 20 years or whatever, and there's these two power poles, near the Tuscany, and it's got all this graffiti all over these power poles, and we just always wondered what's with all this graffiti all over these power poles all the time. And it would get painted over, and then graffiti would show back up on these power poles again, and so finally one day we Googled Koval and Flamingo, and what happened is Tupac Shakur was shot down at the corner of Koval and Flamingo, and so that's the Tupac shooting site where Tupac died. And so I'm going to drop in some pictures here so you can check out what those poles look like. They're just all graffitied up with tributes to Tupac Shakur. Pretty interesting, the whole time we've been walking past that site where Tupac got shot, so now you know. A little mini tribute there. It's kind of an interesting place. So anyway, it's getting ready to wrap this video up. It's going to be a little bit late on the release since just getting back in town yesterday night. In a few hours, going to be meeting the band. We're going to be doing a podcast interview with K-Evil podcast, with the K-Evil radio podcast. So we'll check that out. We'll be covering that in next week's video, and watch out for that podcast interview to be coming out sometime soon. Anyway, you guys click that like button if you guys like the content that you're seeing on this channel. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications. Would love to see you guys all subscribe to this channel. Anyway, good to see you. Take care, and see you next week.